cord, so just make sure everybody's muted out. Beautiful. Okay, and then let's start on our backs. And this morning, I would invite you to take easy knees as the starting shape, if that would feel good. Take your feet mat width apart, and then just let your knees fall in on one another. That can be really, really intense on the low back. So if that doesn't feel good, just pick a different shape. And then just let your palms open to the ceiling by your side. Close down your eyes. And take a deep, full breath all the way through your heart space into the very pit of your belly, filling up with all the goodness. And then exhale, just let that go. And one more deep, full inhale, just like that, all the way down so that the belly rises into the tip tops of the hips. Fill up and let that go. And for these first few minutes, simply using this time to anchor to your breath. Notice the rise and the fall of the belly and the chest in response to your breath, maybe just connecting there depending on how busy your mind is this morning. Using an anchor, not to try to shut off your thoughts, but to simply find that quiet space beneath them. And draw the breath in through the nose, out through the nose as you seal down the lips, just finding a more focused Ujjayi breath. Using this breath as the breath of focus, it builds heat on the inside of your body as you move. And take a deep, full inhale. As you exhale, just begin to bring some movement into the legs. So if you're in that easy knees, you can just let the legs start to drop side to side. Maybe you take your arms out like a T. If you were in reclined butterfly, you can just draw the knees up so that the feet are flat. And just let the hips rock from side to side. The eyes can stay closed or open, your choice. And draw your knees back through center. Take the right foot to ceiling, interlace your hands behind your thigh and roll your ankle a few times each direction. And in today's practice, I simply want you to feel lighter by the end of the practice. So whether that be physically or mentally, pause here, flex the toes towards your face. Take a deep breath in and just exhale to draw the leg closer to you. So that lightness can come after what has been a very challenging year, but just thinking about all of the things that we do have to celebrate in our lives. So on the other side of heaviness and challenge, there's often lightness. Take a deep, full breath in. As you exhale, find your half happy baby. So as you practice today, simply fill up with all the good that you can anchor to. And as you exhale, just release some of the heavy, whether that be a physical release as you move through and ease into the muscles, or mental release of things that you're just carrying. Take another deep, full breath in. As you exhale, slide your left leg long on the mat. So you still have a hold of your right leg, your right foot. Now release the right foot. Take your left hand to your right knee, draw it across your body for a little twist here. This doesn't have to be super intense, but wiggle the shoulders so that they're mostly flat, and then look at your right fingertips. The left hand is simply guiding the right knee to give you a gentle twist here. Take a breath in. As you exhale, unwind back through center. Set the right foot to the ground, draw the left leg back up, and then again, just let your knees rock from side to side a few times. And drawing back through center, send that left foot to ceiling. Same thing, interlace your hands behind the hamstring. Roll your ankle a few times each direction. And then flex the toes back towards your face. Just use the exhale to just gently draw the leg close to you. It may be super tight early in your practice. Take a breath in. As you exhale, half happy baby, just draw the left knee down towards the earth. And you can bend and fold, of course. There's always movement allowed in postures. And now slide the right leg long, a little bit more intense into the hip flexor there. Big full breath. As you exhale, release the foot. Take your right hand to left knee, guide it across your body. And then same thing, you're gonna notice that your shoulders roll open. Just wiggle them slightly to square to mat, and then look at your left fingertips. And take a breath in. As you exhale, guide the knees back through center, hug them into your chest and rock a little bit from side to side. Maybe make some big circles in the knees out to in. And then rock and roll the length of your spine just a few times. And find a tabletop. Stacking shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Find some cat cows or big circles through your hips. Just wring out the spine, the neck, and the jaw here. And then draw your spine back through neutral. On an inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze. Find a cow pose. Exhale, round through your spine and pause in this cat. Spread your shoulder blades, wiggle your jaw. Inhale, drop belly, lift gaze. Exhale to round. Come back to your neutral spines. We're going to move into puppy pose here. Take a really exaggerated curl up in the tailbone. So like you're coming into cow. And then walk your hands really wide to the front edges of your mat. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, either your chin or your forehead comes to the mat. You can shift your hips just slightly forward of your knees. And just pause here. Let your chest open up. Take a breath in. As you exhale, just slowly guide yourself back into tabletop. Slide the left hand under your heart and then reach the right fingertips up towards the ceiling. Big full breath. As you exhale, right arm reaches through to thread the needle. Left arm can reach across the top of your mat, or you can wrap it around your low back, your choice. But right ear, right cheek is on the mat. Stretching through, opening up the back side of that right shoulder. And take a breath in. As you exhale, unwind, sweep the right fingertips back up to ceiling, full breath. Exhale, right hand to the mat. Inhale, left arm reaches to sky, full breath in. And slide it through. On the exhale, left ear, left cheek comes to the mat. And again, your choice with the right arm and where it lands here. And take a breath in. As you exhale, unwind, reach the left fingertips back to ceiling, full breath. Hands come back to mat. And then just walk your hands forward. We're going to come into a Sphinx pose at the top of the mat. So shoulders will stack right over your elbows. Spread your fingers really wide. Draw the front edge of the mat towards you. Maybe roll your neck a few times each direction. And then draw the heart back through center. Coming into side seal, your right forearm is going to stay down. Just roll onto the right hip. Left hand is in front of your chest. Now spread the right fingers really wide. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, press the right elbow away from the ground. So you're just kind of lounging on the right side, stretching through the right ribs here. Breath in. As you exhale, right elbow comes to mat. Roll back to belly. Left forearm down. Roll open onto the left hip. And again, use the exhale, press that left elbow up and away from the ground. Draw back to belly. Find your Sphinx pose. And if you feel good here, you can press down into the hands. Make sure that your toenails are pressing into the mat. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, just float the elbows away from the mat. A little bit deeper stretch here. If that doesn't feel good, stay on the elbows. Breath in. Exhale, slowly lower elbows back to the mat. Shift your hands under your shoulders, tuck the toes, press up, downward facing dog. And take several breaths in this down dog, dropping one heel and then the other, stretching through the calves. And as you inhale, lift both heels from the mat. Exhale, turn the heels, drop them to the right edge of your mat. Now bend your knees and just take a funky little crouch. So you're just stretching through the left ribs here. Inhale back through center, lift the heels. Exhale, drop the heels to the left, bend the knees, funky little crouch. Come back through center. Now walk your hands back to your feet, ragdoll. Bend your knees a lot. Grab opposite elbows. No tension, no holding whatsoever in the neck and the jaw and the shoulders. Everything just drags to the mat here. Remember, the goal is to feel lighter today. The breath creates that space to ease both mentally and physically. Release fingertips to the mat. Inhale, palms to shins, lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, full breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. On the exhale, walk it forward, downward facing dog. Take an inhale. As you exhale, bend your knees, look between your hands, walker step, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. On the exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Take a breath in. On the exhale, bend the knees, look between the hands, walker step, top of mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, halfway lift. On the exhale, step it back, down dog. Breath in. Exhale, bend knees, look forward, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. On the exhale, find chair, Utkatasana. Sink down into the hips, tuck the tail. Maybe even wiggle the toes. We're here for just a moment. Take a breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step it back, down dog. Inhale, right leg reaches to sky, three-legged dog. On the exhale, bend the knee, open the hip for scorpion. And just let the heel get really heavy here. Right knee points to the ceiling. If you're feeling some kicks and some rolls, go for it. Take a breath in. Exhale, step it through, high crescent lunge, top of the mat. And in this high crescent, hips are squared. Send the left hamstring up to the ceiling while dropping into that hip flexor just a bit to open up. Fingers spread nice and wide here. Take a deep breath in. Big move here. Exhale, step to top of mat, standing knee raised. Whew. Draw that left leg all the way up. Take a breath in. Exhale, take the left knee open to the side. Bring your left hand to the inside of your thigh. Maybe right fingertips open up. Another breath. Keep moving open here. Find a warrior two as you step back. Sink into that right knee out front. Press the knee open. Take a breath in. As you exhale, wiggle your feet into goddess. So you're just gonna open up here. Sink the hips, toes are like 45 degrees. We're just coming here to open up through the hips, to open up through the spine. So bring the hands to the inside of your thighs. Deep, full breath in. As you exhale, twist right shoulder down, look over the left. Inhale, center, twist left. Inhale, center, twist right. Inhale, center, twist left. Come back through center. Inhale to star, just get really big. Exhale, warrior two. Flip the front palm, inhale, reverse triangle. Come off the right quad. Maybe you catch the wrist overhead. Another breath. Exhale, shift the hips, open up into triangle here. So remember, you want to keep a soft little bend in that right knee. If your chest is collapsing in the direction of the ground, I want you to draw the right fingertips just higher. You want the shoulder blades to stack. Look at the left fingertips overhead. Just one more big full breath in. As you exhale, sink into that right knee, runner's lunge, top of the mat. Take an inhale. As you exhale, step back, downward facing dog, and then pedal it out. Inhale, left leg to sky, three-legged dog. On the exhale, bend the knee, open the hip again, send that left knee to ceiling. Maybe you make some circles if that feels good. Breath in. Exhale, step it through, high crescent lunge. Squeeze the inner thighs. Use this as space to stretch out your hip flexor. So send that right hamstring to ceiling, but then take a drop at the hips. Not a drop in the knee, but a drop in the hips to really open through the hip flexor. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, press through the left foot, find your standing knee raise, top of the mat. Right foot flexes. Find your focal point. Breath in. Exhale, right knee opens to the side. Look at your left fingertips. If you fall, it's cool. It's just changing your perspective and your balance. Take another breath here. Big step back. Find your warrior two at the back of the mat. Right foot parallel to the back edge of your mat. Just settle in. Press that left knee forward and open towards pinky toe. Take an inhale. As you exhale, move the feet into goddess. You can just kind of wiggle into it and then drop the hips. Bring your hands to the inside of your thighs. Rock a little bit from side to side. And take a deep breath in. Let's just take one twist from front to back. Left shoulder drops, look over right. Inhale, center. Drop and twist to opposite side. Inhale, center. Stay for the exhale. Now inhale, press down to rise, star. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, flip the front palm, reverse triangle, come off that front quad, maybe catch your wrist, stretch your ribs open. Take a breath in. Exhale, release the arms, find your triangle. So really shift that right hip point, reach forward here. Use the exhale to ease. Maybe shift your gaze overhead. Take a breath in. Exhale, frame the front foot. Runner's lunge. Take another inhale here. As you exhale, step right foot forward. Inhale, roll to standing all the way. Spread the shoulder blades, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. On the exhale, step the left foot back, find your easy twist. Left hand roots down right, fingertips open to ceiling. So draw that right knee in the direction of your left shoulder instead of letting it fall open here. As you inhale, can you reach a centimeter higher out of the right hand? Exhale, pull the pit of the belly in and up. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, hands come to the inside of your right foot. Now turn all 10 toes, wide leg forward fold, but we're gonna change it up just a little bit today. I want you to bring the hands to the small of your back and come up halfway. So not all the way. Now take your arms out wide, like airplane arms here. Big full breath. Press into the outer edges of your feet. You're gonna feel your hamstrings. We're gonna bring a little bit of movement into this. So slight bend into the left or the left knee at the back of your mat. Wrap your arms around your shoulders. So it's like you're giving yourself a hug and you're in a half fold. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, move into the front knee. Give yourself a hug. Inhale, straighten the legs through center. One more time, back knee. Give yourself a hug. Inhale, open up. Exhale, front knee. Inhale, open up. Now exhale, fold, release. Shake out your neck. Shake out your jaw. Breathe. Now take an inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, walk your fingertips to the top of the mat, unwind, find your kneeling lunge here. So right knee stacks over your hip, over your ankle. Now your hands can stay down, or if you're feeling like bringing it up, bring the hands to the top of your quad, or reach fingertips overhead, your choice. If the fingertips have come overhead, you can take a little bit deeper by taking the right hand around your left wrist and then just take a little dip over to the right hip. Draw back through center, frame the front foot, take a breath in. Now exhale, press your hips back, half split. Flex your toes towards your face. Inhale, lengthen spine. As you exhale, fold. Breathe. Maybe point and flex the front foot. Maybe you continue to inhale and exhale to ease into the pose. And take another inhale, lengthen your spine. Follow me here. You're going to just bend slightly back into your front knee. Now I want you to pivot the back knee to 90 degrees here. And then walk your fingertips all the way to the back of your mat, modified side plank. Left shoulder stacks over left wrist. Reach the fingertips to the back of your mat. Press the right sole of foot to the ground. Really stretching open through your ribs here, through your hip. Now take a breath in. As you exhale, walk or bring the hands all the way back up. Find your gate pose. So right hand comes down on your hip, left fingertips open up. We're not here for long. Take another breath in. As you exhale, just walk the hands forward now. So you're going to keep that lateral stretch in the right leg. And then you can just drop the belly. You can move however it feels or however feels good. If your knee is feeling terrible, get out of it and move into a space that feels good. Maybe child's pose. And take a deep, full breath in. As you exhale, we're just going to swing that right leg back, walk to the top of the mat, find your tabletop, ring it out, circles. And then tuck the toes under, downward facing dog. And drop the feet, pedal it out if you'd like. You'll take a breath in. As you exhale, bend the knees, move forward, top of mat. Inhale, halfway lift. On the exhale, take your right foot back, easy twist. Right hand moves to the mat, left arm opens up. And again, you're just taking this twist to warm the spine, drawing that left hip in the direction of your right shoulder. Take a breath in. Exhale, hands to inside of foot. Wide leg forward fold. So all 10 toes to the right long edge of your mat. Now, same thing. I want you to bring your hands to small of back. Inhale just halfway. Really pressing into the outer edges of your feet, feeling the hamstrings ignite here. Take the arms out like a T. Move into that back leg. Give yourself a hug. Inhale, center. Exhale, move into the front knee. Inhale, center. One more time. Exhale, back knee. Inhale. Exhale, front knee. Inhale, center. Exhale, fold. Shift the weight into the balls of your feet. Get really heavy. Release your jaw, your neck. Shake it out. Now plant your hands under your heart. Inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, walk it forward. Find that kneeling lunge, top of the mat. So your choice here as to where your hand placement moves, depending on this side. But notice if you're just letting your hips kind of splay open, we want the hip flexor to open, but we also want to somewhat draw and engage the inner thighs towards one another. So instead of just being kind of slack, continue to draw the thighs, use the exhales to send the hip flexor towards the ground. Breath in. Exhale through center, half split. Press the hips back. Lift the toes towards your face. Lengthen your spine. I know hamstrings are tight, so you exhale and you fold into it. And maybe you continue to inhale, lengthen. Exhale, just a little bit more ease on the other side of that. You can point and flex the toes if you'd like. Now lengthen your spine. Sink into the left knee. We're going to move into that modified side plank. So pivot 90 degrees in that right leg. Walk the fingertips all the way to the back of the mat. The right hand's on the ground. Your left arm reaches overhead. This is just meant to stretch the side body here. Big breath in, exhale it out. Inhale to gate, left hand on your thigh, just reach the right fingertips overhead. Just a breath. And now exhale, sweep the hands down in front. You can stay in tabletop shoulders on this, or you can come into more of a child's pose with the chest. Your choice. Do what feels good on your knee though. And take a breath in. As you exhale, just walk the hands back under your chest, and then we're just going to move back into tabletop from here. Top of the head at the top of the mat. Roll through your spine. And now tuck the toes under. Press up and back, downward facing dog. And inhale, right leg reaches to sky. As you exhale, take right knee, right wrist. So instead of coming into half pigeon today, of course, if that's what you're feeling, go for it. But if you'd like, come down onto your right hip and just take a slight bend in the left knee. So the right leg is just like you would be in half pigeon. Now make sure both of the feet are flexed here. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, just fold forward over that right leg. And inhale, slowly rise. And in from that shape that you're in, really carefully, you're just going to slide the left leg around front so that the right foot can come to the inside of your left thigh. This is a shape we're familiar with. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. As you exhale, turn the belly button in the direction of the left knee. Find your fold here. So your left knee can bend. Unwind, inhale back through center and switch the position of the elbow. Left hand inside of the thigh, sweep the right fingertips overhead. Inhale, draw back through center. And you're just gonna slide your legs back behind you and press up into down dog just to wring it out. Maybe roll out the right hip, big circles and kicks if that would feel good. And then inhale, left leg reaches to sky. As you exhale, left knee, left wrist, again, setting up for this fallen pigeon or a full half pigeon, depending on how you feel. You can drop down to that left hip, take a slight bend. It's about 90 degrees in that back leg. And then take your fold forward in any direction, honestly, that feels good, that opens your hip. And on an inhale, slowly rise. Very carefully slide the right leg around front, left foot to the inside of your thigh. Inhale, fingertips reach to sky, turn the belly button towards your right knee. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come back up. And right arm to inside of thigh. Reach the fingertips over your ear. Chest is open on this one. Come back through center. Now bring the soles of both feet together so you're in a bound angle here. Press the soles of the feet together. They don't have to be super high up in the direction of your pelvis. You can have a pretty wide open diamond shape here. Hands can come to the outside of the ankles, or if it feels better to hold the feet, go for it. Roll the shoulders down the back and just press the knees in the direction of the ground. So maybe you need a butterfly or you want to butterfly. Cool, do it. Otherwise, just let the hips open here. And if it would feel good, you can use an exhale to just gently fold forward. Maybe the arms can extend out front. Don't worry about how far the fold moves here. Now inhale, slowly rise. Reach down to the outside of the knees. Just guide the knees together. We're going to roll all the way down to the back from here. Now I want you to float your feet here. We're going to take that same shape now, but on the back. So bring the soles of your feet together. Interlace your hands around your feet. Press the knees open wide. The back of the head floats here. Press the feet into your hands. And you may get a little bit more opening when you do that. Take a breath in. As you exhale, release the feet. Find your happy baby. Just let the knees fall. Maybe you play with a straddle. Try to press the tailbone down towards the earth as close as you can get it to lengthen your spine as the knees fall to the earth in this happy baby. And take another breath here. As you exhale, release the feet, just send them straight to the ceiling for waterfall. Maybe a soft bend in your knees, close down the eyes, arms by your side. Another breath here. Exhale, set your feet flat to the mat. Take the feet about mat width apart. Palms open wide. Breath in. Exhale, knees fall to the right for your spinal twist. Shift the shoulders again. Look at your left hand. Noticing maybe how different you feel now than you did at the beginning of your practice. Inhale, draw knees back through center. Exhale, knees fall to the left. Shift your shoulders, look over your right hand. Inhale, draw back through center. As you exhale, hug your knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around your shins. Draw your nose up to your knees. Tight squeeze. Breath in. Exhale, release. Shavasana. Feet open, palms open. Easy breath here. And on an inhale, bring awareness back into your body. Wiggle through fingers and toes, ankles and wrists. Reach the arms overhead. Maybe take a full body stretch if that would feel good. Use the exhale to draw one knee in and then the other. You can rock a bit before you settle to your right or your left side, your choice, in a fetal position. And then use the strength of your arms to press yourself up to a seated position. Draw your hands to prayer at heart center. Close down your eyes or gaze at your fingertips. And take a deep, full cleansing breath all the way through the heart space into the very pit of your belly. Fill up. Exhale, just let that go. Draw your thumbs to forehead center. The divine light within me recognizes and honors the divine light within each of you. Namaste. All right.